You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 29th day of July 2024. A very good evening to you wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to Hope TV Newswatch. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight is Boniface Moredi. Now, President William Ruto has urged politicians to stop popularity contests and focus on addressing issues affecting Kenyans. Speaking on Monday in Tana River County, the head of state told leaders to embrace unity and teamwork so as to push forward the country's development agenda. At the same time, President Ruto emphasized that despite coming from different political formations, leaders need to put the interest of the country ahead of their own.
Because of the challenges and the issues that came up in the last couple of weeks, going into 1 month, I committed to the country that I am going to form a broad-based government. And many people are asking me to explain, as on Saturday there is saying, what is this broad-based government? It is broad-based government. That's what it is. It is what it is. Because, you know, because, you know, there has been this feeling that maybe this government is made of William Ruto's friends, right? And William Ruto's buddies. And I said, it is time. You know, I have friends. And I've seen many people ask me, okay, why did you, dismiss the whole cabinet? And then you hired some back. Let me answer it this way. It was necessary to have a fresh start. Because as I told the people of Kenya, we're going to have a broad-based government and we're going to have a fresh start.
Maendeleo itakuja ikiwa Kone itakuwa na amani. Maendeleo haitakuja ikiwa Kone ina fujo. Maendeleo haitakuja ikiwa Kone ina vita. Na maendeleo haitakuja Kenya ikiwa Kenya inayumba. Kwa hivyo mbali, ikiwa sisi wakazi wa Kone, ikiwa sisi wakazi wa Pwani, ikiwa sisi wakazi wa Kenya tunataka rais alete maendeleo, ni lazima tumpatie rais mazingira ya amani ili rais wetu afanye nini? Alete maendeleo.
Sisi tunamuunga mkono rais wetu kwa sababu rais wetu ameamua kuhakikisha Kenya inakuwa moja. Hakuna misingi ya chama, hakuna misingi ya kabila, hakuna msingi ya mrengo. Hayo mambo yote sasa imekwisha, na mambo ya kura. Sasa tunasimama kama Wakenya tuwe kitu kimoja. Mimi tunawaomba wakati rais anaunganisha Kenya, hii Kone isiachwe nyuma. Tushirikiane na rais wetu, tuhakikishe hata 2027 hakuna maneno mengine tena, ni Ruto aendelee asiendelee.
Now, as members of parliament are expected to vet the cabinet secretaries nominated by President William Ruto beginning this Thursday, a section of Nairobi residents have urged the MPs not to approve any corrupt nominee or the ones that have shown incompetence in the past. And as Nelias Wanjiru now reports, Kenyans are recommending that if any nominee passes on the integrity matter, they should be given time to serve.
After President William Ruto nominated 21 cabinet secretaries after dissolving his cabinet, now the parliament is expected to vet them in an exercise set to begin this Thursday and conclude on August 4th. However, it is an exercise that has been awaited by Kenyans from different regions in the country, especially after President William Ruto reinstated the cabinet secretaries who served before, including the Interior CS Kithure Kindiki, and also appointed some of the top leaders from the ODM party, a move that has caused a stir in the country, leaving Kenyans with mixed reactions about the president's decision.
And the cabinet was dissolved. So the Gen Zs were expecting that they want new cabinet, new faces, and at least young ones of their age. Unfortunately, when Ruto came with a new cabinet, first of the first batch was that amerudisha watu sita wenye walikuwa
However, some Kenyans from Nairobi have suggested to the parliament not to spare any leader who lacks integrity and who has ever been involved in any corrupt cases.
Kwangu kitu ya kwanza kuiona ni integrity, of which, let us be honest, even you, a few who is watching me right now, if you are given an opportunity to lead this country, you are not 100%. As Kenyans, no one is actually perfect. Let us be honest. And you see, there is a notion whereby anybody who is in government is considered as a thief. Yani mtu yote tu amewekwa hapo, unaanza kusema huyo ni mwizi. In fact, we have got some other guys, for example, Joho, kila mtu anajua, saizi tunasemanga, ukimuuliza mtu Joho anakuanga ni tajiri ama si tajiri, unasema Joho kuna karibu millions of money.
Concerning the education levels of the nominees, members of parliament have been urged not to put more effort on the same, citing examples with some leaders who have a track record of excellence performance despite their low education levels.
Kwa lakini sasa kwa hiyo mambo ya education ndio sala fa kufanya maneno. Juu sasa ukiangalia mambo ya education saa hii, education haiko poa. Hiyo ndio kitu nainimiza. Achague tu mtu anaweza fanya job kwa hiyo education.
Yesterday, President William Ruto emphasized on creating a broad-based government that included everyone as he was holding a public participation with Mombasa residents. In a spot check carried out by Hope TV, a section of Kenyans are claiming that President Ruto lied in his statement, adding that the appointments were aimed at his personal gains.
So President, because I know kitu ya kwanza umeokoka na hata mimi nimeokoka, na uliambia watu wewe ni mtu wa kanisa. Kama kabisa umeokoka na unataka kutumikia wananchi, be a servant to the people of this Kenya, so that you may get the political goodwill and you get connection with the people, because there is a lot of disconnect between our leaders and the common mwananchi.
On Thursday, August 1st, Kithure Kindiki will be the first to be vetted, followed by Deborah Mlongo nominated CS Health, later Alice Wahome of Land, Ogambo of Education, and finally Soipan Tuya of Defense. On August 2nd, Andrew Muhi of Agriculture will be the first to appear for vetting, followed by Eden Duale of Environment, Eric Muga of Water, Davis Chirchir of Road, and finally, the day will be concluded by Margaret Ndungu of ICT. On August 3rd, John Buddy of the National Treasury will be the first to be vetted, followed by Rebecca Mion of Tourism, Opio Wandai of Energy, and Kipchumba Murkomen, respectively. Those who will end the exercise on August 4th include Hassan Joho of Mining, Alfred Mutua of Labour, Wycliffe Oparanya of Cooperatives, Justin Muturi of Public Service, and finally Stella Langat of Gender. Kenyans have been asked to submit their complaints about the nominated cabinet secretaries before the exercise begins. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Nelias Wanjiro.
Thank you so much, Nelias, for that report. Now, legal minds and the human rights advocates convened today to discuss the critical role of public interest litigation in Kenya's ongoing struggle for accountability and democratic governance in the Africa Litigation Surgery Conference organized by the International Commission of Jurists. As Mombi Waweru now reports, this comes against a backdrop of recent civil unrest and alleged government overreach.
Today we have started off on the Africa Litigation Conference, and we have participants from Kenya and the rest of Africa.
The Africa Litigation Surgery Conference, themed Pushing Back Against Authoritarian Regimes, spotlighted several alarming issues, including reports of abductions, the tragic loss of young lives, and alleged excessive force by police during recent demonstrations. Participants condemned the government's reported intimidation of media outlets and protesters, actions that were argued to counter democratic principles.
We are looking at the impact of litigation in promoting human rights and the rule of law.
Protas Sain, the chairperson of ICJ, praised the activism of the youth, stating that the young people have woken generations up to stand and practice their rights. Purity Makori, a council member of ICJ, emphasized the importance of government accountability, asserting that the government is for the people, by the people, and that those in power must answer to citizens without resorting to intimidation tactics. The death toll from recent protests, estimated at over 50, was a focal point of discussions, with calls for thorough investigations into these fatalities, particularly in cases where police were allegedly captured on camera using live ammunition against protesters.
Today we are here because we have a conference on litigation, And this conference is very important because we are actually reviewing, assessing, and also understanding how public interest litigation has helped the development of law, as well as brought accountability on authoritarian regimes.
The conference also addressed the role of Kenya's Witness Protection Agency in safeguarding those who come forward to testify in cases of government overreach or police brutality. Oliver Waindi, Executive Director of Uria Trust, highlighted the importance of addressing long-standing issues with a more realistic and pragmatic approach. Discussions emphasized the necessity of providing robust legal protections and support to witnesses to ensure they can testify without fear of reprisal, which is crucial for the integrity of the justice system.
It is the duty of every Kenyan to dream and actualize the constitution that we have currently, because the bigger problem that we've had from from June this year is the implementation of the Constitution 2010 that we have in our midst.
Experts called for immediate action to address these pressing issues, highlighting the importance of public interest litigation as an important tool for advancing democratic governance and holding authoritarian regimes accountable across Africa. Mumbi Waweru, Hope TV, Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Mumbi, for that report. Now, in the spirit of this year's theme, Taking New Territories, Christ is the Answer Ministry's missions has spread its wings overseas to Goma, DRC, Congo. The team from Sitam, Nakuru, Valley Road and other assemblies arrived in Congo on Sunday for week-long evangelism and was received with a warm welcome by the Eglise ETRC Ebenezer Church in Goma. This is the second mission at work outside the country, coming months after the Sitam missions took to Uganda to spread the gospel.
Beneza, alafu sasa siku ya leo tuna events mbalimbali ama activities mbalimbali, na mojawapo kubwa ni evangelism, na tumeanza asubuhi ya leo. Tutaenda katika kota ya Himbi, na Himbi ina Himbi ya kwanza na Himbi ya pili, alafu wandugu wataenda katika avenues mbalimbali, kwa sababu wameanza kutoka tayari, na wale ambao tumebaki tutakuwa na health talk, alafu tutakuwa na tutaongelea vile vile juu ya business. Hiyo ndio asubuhi ya leo tumefanya. Alafu afternoon tutakuwa and that is why at Sitam we came with a team of trainers who will be able to train the trainers of trainers, so that by the time we are leaving, there is another process that is going on in terms of discipling these people who have given their lives to Christ, so that they don't just remain like that, but they grow in their faith. They can be rooted in the word.
Amazing to see what Sitam missions are doing. Now it is exactly 18 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after I'll be back with the business and the sports news. Stick around.
Rafiki soul is the promise of a hand that reaches and goes beyond watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. Rafiki soul is a promise goes beyond. Watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful. Ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful. Ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. Rafiki
Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive.
Hello there, praise the name of the Lord. My name is Evelyn Wanjiro. To get Naiwe Maombi as your skiza tune, SMS skiza 8830022 to 811. Hope Skiza, spreading the hope.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcast?
Really? Even which of the one?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now let's get down to business. The Standard Chartered Bank has shared the economic perspectives and investment opportunities for the second half of 2024. This was during the H2 2024 Global Market Outlook event that aimed at addressing the current fundamental economic shifts happening across the world and enlightening people on how to expand their finances. Here's Ian Githuku with more.
The guardrails to keep your investment on the right track are discipline, diversification, timing the market, risk and return, and protection. This is according to Paul Njoki, who is the head of Affluent Banking, as he spoke at Standard Chartered's H2 Global Market Outlook event. The event themed Adapting to Shifting Winds aimed at enlightening people on how to adapt to the current fundamental economic shifts across the globe.
And in there, you find some of these companies that are quite exposed into the space. Could be semiconductor, chip manufacturers and all that. We also have an artificial intelligence fund. We also have a fund on smart cities. We have a fund on future of transport. So, and these if you go in and you see the kind of underlying securities, they're actually organizations or companies that are exposed into that growing in the broader segment, or in terms of the digital currencies, but the broader side, not the specific coin, but the broader industry.
Chief Investment Officer Manpreet Gill shared business insights to young investors. He advised that global equities are expected to outperform cash and other major asset classes. While at it, he also advised investors to deal in US bonds, as they always tend to perform better during the election period.
Is taking a stab at financial health I know there is financial inclusion, which most other players have had at it, which included credit and all that, which is fine. But as we've decided, in addition to that financial inclusion, let's go for financial health. And there are a couple of areas that we've been tackling. One is a product ability, product capability, and the channels to distribute that product. Because we felt that, fine, you can have the best product like Airbnb, you can have the best rooms in Paris, for example, but until you're able to connect them technologically to the people who want to procure them, then you have failed, right?
As 70% of investors are currently aged below 40 years, Standard Chartered announced its focus to educate the young people about investments. Head of Affluent Banking, Paul Njoki, announced that they have trained over 100 young people with investment skills to better themselves business-wise and to use them to educate the bank's clients.
So we are training a lot of people in investments. As I mentioned, we have over 111 of our staff who are certified to discuss investment with clients. And that's a big leap. That's a big leap. We have made a conscious decision as an organization to train our people, and these are all the young people coming up, and equip them with these skills so that then they are able to contribute into their life and also into the future of the country. Okay.
Paul Njoki also explained that the start of major central bank rate cuts marks a key turning point for investors as policymakers switch their focus towards supporting growth. He therefore spoke on the bank's 5-step investment advisory process, ensuring that they build a trusted relationship with customers that delivers solutions unique to their needs, goals and preferences.
And tomorrow, maybe next year, could be 5 years, could even be 10 years. And those life goals, when we research through our population and our clients across the world, we find they center around healthcare, they center around education, putting money aside to start up a home or to start up a business, and obviously having money to respond to changing lifestyle, And we saw that with inflation, you need money to support your lifestyle.
For Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Ian Kithuku.
Thank you so much, Ian, for that report. Moving on swiftly, and ICA Lion Asset Management has released its 2024 second quarter Ilam Consumer Spending Index. The report, titled Individual Spending Trends Rise Again While Retail Business Sales Trends Flatline, highlights key consumer spending patterns and retail business sales performance. Here's Mason Lowell with more.
ICEA Asset Management has today released the second quarter 2024 Ilam Consumer Spending Index, highlighting key consumer spending patterns and retail business sales performance. Speaking at the event, Richard Muridhi, Senior Portfolio Manager at ICEA Lion Asset Management, shared several important trends from the report. Income trends worsened slightly as half of the respondents reported static income levels over the past year, and less than 20% saw their income rise in the second quarter of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. He also highlighted that the Ilam Consumer Spending Index rose by 5.5% in the second quarter of 2024, driven by the increased individual spending offsetting static business sell trends. There was an improvement in individual spending trends by 11% in the second quarter of 2024 compared to the first quarter, mainly driven by women and consumers aged 26 to 35. It was also noted that the retail business sell trends remained flat between the second and first quarters of 2024. He also highlighted what consumers have for the coming quarter, with the majority of them anticipating that they will spend more on essential commodities. It is emphasized that the individual spending trends continue to remain resilient in a challenging economic environment, while retail business sell trends remain relatively muted. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Mason Lowell.
And to some sporting action now, the football of Philip Wahome, Mike Njogu, Zach Koech and Steve Lokonyo returned a combined score of 119 points to emerge as the overall team winners in the top leg of the KCB East Africa Golf Tour played at the Karen Country Club on Saturday. The two top teams now join other teams from Nakuru, Uasin Gishu, Mombasa, Nyeri, Kericho, Kakamega, Mombasa, Nakuru, Trans Nzoia, Kiambu and Burundi that have booked their places in the tour's grand finale slated for the 6th of December.
I think I'll be very brief. I've actually not played golf for quite a while until I came for break the last few weeks. And I think the course was fair to me. And as usual, golf always cheats you to come back. So I'll still come back. Thank you very much and good evening.
Now, Still Matters Golf and Harun Wanyama secured a commanding win with a total of 40 points in a fiercely contested Division 1 category at the 9th leg of the NCBA Golf Series held on Saturday at the Kenya Air Force Golf Club in Eastleigh, Nairobi. A field of 97 golfers battled it out for coveted spots at the series grand finale. And with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks for you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kennedy Kimani, and signing for us tonight was Boniface Moredi.